So what's up, your boy Zach back with another bang in this video. Shakur Stevenson says Terrence Crawford destroys Canelo. I'm paraphrasing. Let's get it. First of all, Shakur Stevenson says, let's see. All right. I've been saying this for years. I'm probably the first one that's been saying this, even before Terrence said this. I always thought that Bud style versus Canelo, I think he beats Canelo. Right? He said, I'm not saying it'll be an easy fight, but he can make it a very easy fight. Okay. So guys are really saying that Terrence Crawford has an opportunity to beat these dudes, right? They said another thing too. I don't think Canelo is walking through his punches. Terrence can punch, and that goes for any weight class, right? They got the fanboys that be walking around talking about Tank punch like a middleweight, and Tank be sparring heavyweights, right? All this crazy shit. So if Tank can do it, why can't Bud do it, right? If Tank can hit like a middleweight and be knocking out heavyweights, why can't Bud do it? And Canelo not even a heavyweight, right? Canelo is he's a blown up middleweight. Canelo really a middleweight with a couple extra pounds on him, right? That's literally what he is. He a middleweight with a lot of extra pounds on him, right? I think Marvin Hagler could whoop Canelo ass, right? I think the best middleweight of all time, Marvin Hagler, could whoop Canelo ass. I think Sugar Ray Robinson whoop Canelo ass. So why can't Bud? We saw Mayweather do it. Mayweather smaller than Bud, right? All that weight advantage, that didn't mean nothing against Mayweather. So what is it gonna mean against Bud? Bud bigger than Mayweather. He hit harder than Mayweather. He's just as good as a boxer. He's not as defensive, but he makes up with his power. So if a smaller Floyd can beat a bigger Canelo, why can't Bud? Right? The size advantage Canelo had over Floyd is gonna be about the same he has over Terrence. I mean, over Floyd is gonna be the same he has over Bud. It might be smaller because Bud bigger than Mayweather, taller, longer, all that. Um, yeah, bro, we know how great Bud is. We know that Bud got pound for pound power, but Bud did knock somebody out in every division, I'm pretty sure, except 54, right? And we don't know yet if that was just because of weight or if that was because of fighting style, right? We don't know that Majimov survived because of his weight or his fighting style. I'm assuming fighting style. I'm assuming Crawford can knock out 54 pounders. I'm assuming he can. There's definitely 54 pounders he can knock out, right? Um, but people predicted, Shakur predicted that he beats Canelo. Now, some people gonna say that Bud fans, or they only saying that because Bud black and they got to root for him. And I would understand that argument because he is the underdog going into this fight. But I'm gonna be completely honest. Last time I heard the arguments being made for Canelo, he too big, he hit too hard. Terrence Crawford too small. The last time I heard that argument was versus Errol Spence, right? When that's your only argument, he too big, he hit too hard. When that's your only argument, I start to doubt. I start doubting. I instantly start doubting because Errol Spence, he said Crawford was light in the ass. Crawford turned out to be stronger than him, right? They said Crawford can't punch. Crawford ain't gonna be able to hurt him. Crawford knocked him out. Um, and they saying the same thing. So if Canelo believe the hype, and he believe Bud light in the ass, and he can be able to walk through him, he might walk into something that he can't recover from. Canelo's been hurt before. I think, but like I said, I think Bud gonna have a sustained body attack and wear Canelo out. I think he gonna hit him with a bunch of liver shots. Cause when Canelo turns into like he could turn into a liver shot, especially if he throw a big right hand in Crawford, or if he keeps spamming that check hook, Crawford can hit him in that liver, right? So it's gonna be an interesting fight stylistically. I think Crawford's best option would be to control Canelo as much as possible and limit the amount of punches, the punch variety Canelo can throw. Because the more punch variety you give Canelo, the worse it is, right? If you give him that check hook, you give him that shovel hook, that uppercut, his cross, it gets bad, right? But the same thing for Bud. If you let Bud get loose, if you let Bud start throwing that cross, his check hook, his uppercuts, his body shots, it get bad. So, bro, this is gonna be a great matchup. Obviously, I got Bud quicker, Bud. Bud got better stamina. The thing is, once Canelo get past round 6 or 7, he don't really got much left. So, to be completely honest, I think it's gonna be a stamina battle more than anything, right? I think all Bud got to do is survive the first 5, 6, 7 rounds, and after that, I think is he gonna be able to take over, right? We know Canelo will come out strong, trying to take his head off, throwing his biggest punches, trying to set him up. I think if Bud survived those first 5, 6, 7 rounds, then the fight is in Bud's favor. The longer the fight goes on, the better for Bud. Bud gets stronger the longer the fight goes on. Ask Errol Spence. right? Ask Madrimov, ask Mean Machine, ask Sean Porter, ask Kell Brook, ask all these guys. I think Amir Khan as well. Um, the longer the fight goes on, the better Sean Terrence Crawford get. Ask Benavidez. Ask Jose Benavidez Jr. how strong Terrence Crawford get. He can knock you out in round 12. Some people power will fade away mid in the mid rounds. I think Canelo power will fade away in the mid rounds, right? Canelo got a short arm reach. He's very reliant on power punches. He could set up his punches decently well, but if he can't hit home early, what is he gonna do? Right? We saw Bevo take him in the deep water. We saw Floyd take him in the deep water. He was gassed. He ain't have nothing left. Once you get him past 5, 6, 7, ain't nothing he could do. We know he got a bad knee now. His knee not what it used to be, but it's gonna be a real interesting fight. I'm telling you, the people. If I was to put bread on it, I put bread on Bud. Real talk. I got Bud beating this dude by decision or a late, very late stoppage. Because we know Bud a killer, bro. Let's never forget how crazy Bud is. You gotta Bud got killer be killed mindset. You gotta kill him to beat him, and he's willing to die. Like he will take your life if it mean he gotta win. Like if you beating Bud, he would take your life to make sure he win. Or if he losing badly, he'd rather get his life taken. So let me know what y'all think, man. Like, comment, subscribe, and share this. Till next time.